Good afternoon, everybody. Happy, I'm losing track of my days. Wednesday. I'm very sorry. Happy Wednesday. We're halfway through the week. Don't mind me. I'm just in joggers. I swear they're not jeans or anything. They're athletic. They were just nice and breathable today because it is warm. Okay, so we have a full body workout today. I'm going to take us through a round of stretches. We have 6 different stretches we're going to go through, and then we are going to go through some upper body. Nope, I'm sorry. We are going to go through some legs, so some lower body. We're then going to go into some upper body and then finish up with some abs. So all that fun stuff today. I'm just going to adjust the camera really quick. Sometimes I can't really see it until it's actually going. So there we go. Better. I felt like it was kind of like looking up. Got a cool little background today. All right, so for some stretches. Oh, before we start, just make sure that you do have some water. You have a towel if you need. I know some people get more sweaty and like to dab off a little bit. That's usually me in the mornings. Anyways, I'm sidestepping. Anyways, and then make sure you have something to kneel on or to press on. You can just use the floor if you want, just personal preference. I like a little bit more comfort on my elbows and knees sometimes. So just like I said, totally up to you. Anyways, let's get to it. Let's get started with, let's see. We're going to go into some arm crosses. So taking the arms out, we're just going to bring them in and then out. And you can tap the feet out to the side if you want. You tap it in as you cross. Just pulling the shoulders away from the ears as you cross it over. Just kind of warming up those arms, moving those legs, get the blood flowing. Keeping that chest open, squeezing at that back point, and then squeeze it as you bring it in. We're going to drop it down in about 10 seconds. And we're going to go into a quad stretch. Man, Wednesday is hitting hard. Midweek, I just feel like I'm losing all my words today. It happened this morning in my class too. All right, dropping the arms down in 3, 2, and 1. Dropping them down. So taking that right palm, we're going to grab onto that right ankle and pull it in, stretching out that quad. So the more you pull it in, the more stretch you're going to feel. Anyways, while we're just standing here, finding your balance, placing the hand to that hip or arm up above the head. Just try not to let dangle or else you're going to kind of go all tipsy. Yeah, no, this morning, I swear, I had a clear mind. I had a lot of energy. It was very early this morning, but I taught a class and I felt like I was all ready to go. And the moment I started speaking, it was like jumble of the words because it was that early and I haven't talked yet for the day. All right, dropping that right foot down in 3, 2, and 1. Drop it down, left hand to that left ankle, and we pull it in. Placing that right hand to the hip, right arm up. You can keep it to the side. Just if you are going to keep it to the side, just try and find that balance in that right foot. Because like I said, sometimes if that arm starts to go a little bit to the right, then that leg might come out. It's just always a safe bet to stabilize and keep everything nice and tight. I say that as I start tipping over. It's because I look down at my paper. All right, we're going to drop that left side down in 3, 2, and 1. So drop it down, shaking it out. I know we've done these before. We're going to take those arms up to like a scarecrow type thing. So 90-degree bend in those arms. Fingers are facing the ceiling, and we're just going to rotate. So rotating it forward and back. You can shift the hips side to side. You can stand still, whatever you want. Just pull the shoulders away from the ears as we do this. Just because the arms are up doesn't mean the shoulders need to be shrugged. Pulling the elbows back in line with the shoulders as well. So we don't want them all the way up here. So we're just kind of going with the motion. Really pull them back and stretch it out. We'll go for about 10 more seconds, and then we'll drop the arms down. And if I would stop writing in pencil, I could probably read it to you from right here. But we're going to drop it down in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop those arms down, shake them out. Shake them out, shake them out. All right. arm circles. Take those arms back up, align them with those shoulders. So keeping them nice and high, shoulders pulled down, arms are lifted, and we circle it forward. I know we're not doing only upper body. Just use our upper body for a lot. So we keep rotating. Taking it forward, we're gonna rotate it back in 3, 2, and 1, rotating backwards. Still keeping those arms lifted, shoulders down. We're gonna drop it down in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop those arms down, shake them out. Shake them out, shake them out. All right, now we're gonna move down to the ground. So down on the ground, I know you guys do yoga on Mondays and Fridays, so we should be familiar with this move. All right, so we're gonna go into a cat-cow, so stacking the shoulders over the wrists, knees underneath the hips. We spread the fingers nice and wide, and then we're gonna drop the chest, bringing your head to tail, stretching it out, lifting out of the shoulders. And we're gonna press through those fingers for cat in 3, 2, and 1. So rounding that spine, pressing up and out. And we just curl it in. Again, take it head to tail, dropping the chest, pulling it back, opening that chest. Remember, we're not sinking down either. This is where we stay active. Lift up and out, rounding the spine into cat, pressing through. We're gonna get this 3 more times. Take it head to tail. Into cat. 2 more times, head to tail. Into cat. Pressing through 1 last time, head to tail. And into cat. All right, so taking it up for a second, we're gonna take that right leg forward, stack that right knee. This is where you might need something underneath your knees if you want. Anyways, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna stack that knee and we're just gonna sit into that hip just for a little stretch. Keeping that chest open, shoulders back. We're gonna straighten out that right leg in 3, 2, and 1. So straightening it out. And we're gonna dig that heel and just kind of lean into that leg. So pulling that chest down. So we're not rounding necessarily. We're just pulling that chest down. Bending that knee, leaning it forward. Sit into the hip. Trying to keep the hips squared off. We're gonna get this 3 times all together. So this is 2. Straightening out that right side. Who doesn't like some extra stretches, right? And we bend that knee 1 more time on this side. And straighten it out. All right, bringing it forward, shift that right foot back, place that knee underneath that hip, bringing that left foot forward this time. So knee is stacked, that right foot is back, and we are going to sit into that hip. Keeping the hips squared off. Remember, 3 times all together, straightening it out. Keeping the neck in line with the spine. I know it feels a lot better sometimes to just let it hang. Try and keep it aligned. Nice posture and bend it in. Straighten it out. We'll get it 1 more time. So bend it in. This is our last stretch, by the way. And straighten it out. All right. So pressing through that back toe, lift it up. And I'm gonna go over what we're gonna be doing for our first set of everything. So remember, we have legs first, we are then going to go into some upper body, and then we'll finish up with some ab work. Are we ready? So make sure you have everything right now. Yeah, I'm gonna go over what we're gonna do. So some things we've done before, some things maybe like a little recap, or some things we may have never done. Who knows? I don't know. Anyways, so we're gonna go into some little tap outs. So what that's gonna be, so knees behind the toes. I thought something is sticking out of my shoe. It's my shoelace. Just frayed, so I didn't know what that was. Anyways, I'm so sorry. Knees behind the toes. We're gonna place all the weight into that right leg right now. And then what we're gonna do is take it up to the left toes, taking it out, tapping it in, okay? So if this isn't challenging enough for you, the cool thing about this move is you sit deeper. So the lower you get, the more you're gonna feel. The higher you stand, the less you're gonna feel. So challenging. Don't stay in your comfort zone. It's easy to stay in that comfort zone because it's comforting, right? But we lift that left heel up, we tap it out, tap it in. Remember, as that left foot goes out, that weight doesn't shift over. It stays all the way onto that right side. Keeping that knee behind the toe the entire time, whether you're sitting lower or rising up. We are then going to take it to the opposite side, tapping out, tapping in, okay? And then, let's see. So still kind of keeping that same stance. We are going to keep the knees behind the toes. For this next one, we'll lift up that left heel, kind of like the other one, but it's not. So we're going to take it down into a little squat. As you rise it up, we're gripping the right toes, pressing through that right heel. As you can see, my heel is still lifted. So we're just going to take it down, squeezing it up to only about 80%. So nobody rises up all the way. Do not straighten out that leg. We are trying to build that tension in that leg. We're trying to burn it out. So we're going to take it down, press it up to 80%, and right back down. All right, and then we'll switch the sides. We'll lift that right heel up. All the weight is going to be to that left side. Don't put all the weight into those right toes. Then we're going to come down to the ground, going into a little bit of inner thigh action. So we will take that right leg over. So this is with the left side, but just felt better to lay down this way. Anyways, so we're going to take that right knee over, and we're just going to lift up that left leg, lowering it down. As you lift it up, as you lower it down, we don't want to touch the ground all the way. We keep that small space so that way we keep constant tension. So if you need to, you can always rest your head. You can place the head in the palm. Just keep it nice and light, but we're going to go for those as well. And then everything that we do for these is going to be 10 on each leg for the tap outs, 10 on each leg for those bent knee squats or the heel lift squats. And then for those leg lifts, we're going to do 10 on each side. So that was the left side. So we'll start laying on the right side. Work the right leg first. All right. So we get started in about 15 seconds. So let's get ready. All right. Make sure my timer is all good. And let's see, let's go. All right. So we have our time. Like I said, it's just an off day. Off day. Usually I'm pretty good on Wednesdays. It's just one of those days. Hopefully I'm not the only one today, but then again, hopefully I am. Hopefully everybody's doing well. Anyways, back to it. All that weight is in that right side right now. We lift up that left heel. And remember, we sink it low as you can get where it's challenging. Don't do it so it's torture. Don't do it so it's easy. And we don't do it so we're in that comfort zone. We just challenge it, okay? And like I said, if you do one time and it's not as challenging, just sit a little bit deeper. Or mid-tap, sit deeper. Or rise up a little bit if it's too much. I will stop talking and we will get going. In 3, left side is going to tap out, 2, and 1. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in, press it up, kind of shake it out a little bit, and sink it back down. Take it up that right heel, and we tap it out in 3, 2, and 1. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And press it up, shaking out those legs. Since I talk a lot, we might cut down the times a little bit. So we have those bent knees now. All right, so shaking it out. We're gonna bend at that left knee. So, we're bending at both knees. We're lifting up that left heel. So remember, we're gonna squat it down. So a nice narrow squat. As you press it up, we grip the right toes, press through the right heel, and squeeze to that 80, 85% and right back down. So we go for 10 in 3, all the way to the right, 2, and 1. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pressing it up, shaking out that right leg, left leg planted, right toe, and right heel is lifted. Sitting and down deep, we go down in 3, 2, and 1. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pressing it up, shaking it out. So we get to lay down next. Remember, we're gonna lay on that right side. I demonstrated on my left, but we're gonna lay on that right side, placing that left leg over. So we lay it down. Remember, you can rest the head in the arm or on the top of the arm, or you can rest it in the palm, but we take that left leg over and we're gonna lift up and lower down, but remember, not all the way, but we're gonna go in 3, 2, and 1. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Dropping it down all the way. We rotate those sides. Lay it down on the left. Take that right leg over. So taking the right leg over, resting the head, we lift up that left leg in 3, 2, and 1. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop it down, press it up, and rise it up. So round 1. 18 minutes in, round 1. But we got a lot of good stretches in. It was worth it. Sometimes our body needs some extra stretches. Good physically, mentally. We love stretches. All right. So we go again. We have the tap outs. We have those narrow squats with the heel lifted. And then we have those side leg lifts. So we get ready in position, placing all the weight to that right side right now. And then we tap out in 3, 2, and 1. So 10, 9, 8, for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in, press it up, sit it down, lift the right heel. We go in 3, 2, and 1. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in, press it up, shake it out. I feel like if I would have gone to music, it would have gone to a beat. But there's no music. We got a cool background today. All right. So we have those narrow squats next. Remember, we lift up that left heel first. So that right knee will be behind the toes. We lift up that left heel and we sit it down and we press it up to that 80-85%. Remember, grip whatever foot is planted. I want you to grip your toes. Picture like little suction cups on each toe. Dig that heel down. That's it for me, besides counting. So take it down. We go in 3, 2, and 1. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Press it up, shake it out for a second. And we bring those legs back together, lifting up that right heel. We take it down in 3, 2, and 1. 10, 9, 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Press it up. All right, so we lay it down on that right side first. Drop it all the way down. All right. So remember, we lift that right foot up as you lower down. Do not lower down all the way. Rest that head in the palm or on the arm, whatever is more comfortable for you. But we lift up in 3, 2, and 1. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Dropping it down, switching those sides, laying down on that left side, or you can just rotate it over. Take that right leg over, lifting that left side up in 3, 2, and 1. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Dropping it down, press through and lift it up. So we have one more round of lower body, and then we move on to some upper body. All right, speeding up the process a little bit. So remember, one more round. I am sweating. I thought joggers were the way to go because they're like light, breathable. It's just getting hotter in Bakersfield. I think that could be it. All right, so we bend down at that right knee. We tap out that left side. Remember, lift that heel up, challenging it by lowering down, modifying by rising up, but we take it out in 3, 2, and 1. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in, pressing it up, and shake it out. All right. Dropping both heels, I almost said kneel it down. We sit it down. Lifting up that right heel, we take it out in 3, 2, and 1. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bringing it in, pressing it up, and shaking it out. All right. Next up, we have our narrow squats. So feet in, we lift up that left heel, we sink it down. We take it down, squeezing it up in 3, 2, and 1. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pressing it up, shaking it out. All right, so coming to that left side, lifting up that right heel. We take it down again and squeeze it up. In 3, 2, and 1. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pressing it up and shake out those legs. That was your last one of those. And then we're going to take it down and lay on the right side for our last time. Then we'll lay on the left side for our last time. And then that will do it for our lower body. Then you get a little break. It's so funny. I think the background for this video is called like supersonic lollipop, or I know it's something lollipop, but it's something like epic. Kind of looks like a lollipop, just a moving lollipop. Take it down to the right side. So we lay it down. Remember, we take that left leg over and we're going to lift up that right, keeping that small space as you lower down, resting the head or taking it up in 3, 2, and 1. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Dropping down that right side, we rotate it over, laying on that left, placing the head down, right leg over. We lift up that left leg in 3, 2, and 1. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So drop that left leg down, press through that right palm, and press yourself up to a standing position. So I'm going to go over what we're doing next. I know, finally, right? I talk way too much. Or today I felt like I talked way too much during stretching. All right. So we have upper body. So you guys get a little bit over a minute, which means I talk fast because I just talk a lot apparently. All right. So for our first movement, is just going to be some shoulder taps. So you can modify these on those knees. Just hinge the hips forward. Remember, I know we've done these before and I know I've said this plenty of times, but in case we need a little refresher, we keep the toes spread apart if you're on those feet. So if you're in that high plank, those feet are spread to keep the hips from shifting side to side. And if you're on those knees, just shift the hips forward and keep that core engaged. So we have that long slope from the crown of the head down to the tailbone, and keep the knees spread as well. So same thing, we don't want the hips to shift because we're just using momentum and we're just twisting. We're not really working anything at that point, our body's just moving. But we want to be able to feel like our muscles activating and working. So we go into our shoulder tap. So we'll tap the right hand to that left shoulder, left hand to that right shoulder. I'm going to do the modified version on my knees, but feel free if you want to challenge it, take it up to the toes. All right. So we have those. We're then going to go into some Cobra push-ups. So we will lay it all the way down, making sure those feet and legs are going straight back. So I don't want those heels pointing out. Get them to face the ceiling. Untuck the toes. Place the palms right by the ribs. And all you're going to do, pull the shoulders down. You're just going to press up, straightening out the arms, wrapping the elbows in, lowering down. Okay? So we're just going to go into some push-ups of a Cobra version. All right. So we have 10 shoulder taps. We have 10 Cobra push-ups. And then we're going to take it into some tricep dips. So we're going to plant the feet. We're going to lift out of the shoulders, lifting up those hips. And we're just going to bend at the elbows, pressing up, squeezing those triceps. So those fingers are facing forward. So wherever the toes are facing, that's where the fingers are facing. So we take it down, squeeze it at the top. Don't just go to go. Don't just use momentum. Really focus on that pinch at the top And then that's it. We have 10 of those. So shoulder taps for 10, right and left will count as 1. So 10 of those, 10 Cobra push-ups, and your tricep dip. And anything that you want to challenge, I was gonna say take it to your toes, but we're on our feet. If you just want to challenge the shoulder taps, go for it. Other than that, we got this. And then we finish up with some abs. So 3 rounds of upper body, and we will get started. So I'm gonna kind of shift myself sideways, not sideways, but diagonal. Oh, it's easier to see the movements. Think, I mean, like camouflage colors. Can you see me through the pink? Okay. It is really hard to see myself in the camera though. I think it is because I'm wearing darker colors. Anyways, so remember we have our shoulder taps. We spread the knees or spread the feet. Keep the core engaged. Long line if you're on those knees. Long line crown of the head down to the tailbone, but we tap it out in 3, 2, and 1. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Sitting the hips back, stretching it out in that child's pose. Or if you're on those feet, take it down to the knees, spread the knees apart, big toes together. Stretching it out. This is one of those stretches, like, do I have to come out of it? Like, can I have 5 more minutes? But bring it forward. All right, so we have our Cobra push-ups. So we get to lay it down for a second. So placing the hands by those ribs, remember we pull the shoulders down and we wrap the elbows in. So keep them close to the body, but wrap them in as you press it up. Don't have them point outwards. Just have them point straight back. Anyways, so we go for 10 in 3, 2, and 1. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pressing up, sitting back, stretch it out again. And we have our tricep dips next. So after this, 2 more rounds, we move on. I have no idea how we're already 30 minutes in. I feel like that went by really fast. So shift it forward, rotate it around, plant the hands. So remember the fingertips face wherever those toes are facing. We plant the feet and we lift up those hips, wrap the elbows in, lift out of the shoulders. We take it down in 3, 2, and 1. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Press it up, sit it down, and press yourself up to a standing position. So if you want, you can kind of cross out those arms again like we did at the beginning, because it feels good, right? But we start again with those shoulder taps for a second round. And we'll go in about 10 seconds. So taking it down, getting ready. Stack the shoulders over the wrist. Remember, if you're on those knees, hinge the hips. Keeping that core engaged. So we don't want that lower back dipped. We're just gonna hurt it at that point. And I know I said this before, but it's not worth getting hurt over. It's really not. Like, how did you hurt your lower back? Well, I was doing shoulder taps. It has to be something cooler than that, right? All right. So remember, challenge on those feet, modify on those knees, just spread the knees or spread the feet. We go in 3, 2, and 1. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Sitting the hips back, stretch it out, nice and long. Draw on those toes, take it down to the knees, then sit the hips back. And we bring it forward, laying it down all the way to the stomach, extending out those legs. So remember, those heels are facing the ceiling, not the walls on the outside. Taking the palms right by the ribs, keeping the elbows in nice and tight, shoulders down. We press up for 10 in 3, 2, and 1. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lowering it down all the way, pressing through, sitting those hips back one more time. And then we're going to rotate it over, shifting the body forward in 3, 2, and 1. So shifting it forward first, then rotate it over. So we go into those tricep dips. Remember, we plant the feet and we lift up the booty, lifting out of the shoulders, taking it up right now. So everybody press through those palms, lift up and out. We go in 3, 2, and 1. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Press it up, sit it down, and stretch out those arms. We have one more round. So for these stretches, if you want to stay seated and just kind of place that right arm in that left, pulling it in. Maybe take it behind the head, pulling the elbow down, tapping the back with that right hand, or just the fingers. And releasing it down. Cross it over. Take that left arm through that right. And then bring it above the head, pull the elbow down, stretch it out. And drop that left arm down. All right, shoulder taps, last round. Like I said, I don't know where time is going. I have no idea. Okay, shoulder taps, last one, last time. We go for 10, we stack the shoulders, we lift up and out, we spread the feet, we spread the knees, we keep the core nice and tight and go in 3, 2, and 1. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Taking those arms back, bring them up, interlace those fingers together, place the palms facing the ceiling and stretch it out. Maybe shift it over to the right, to the left, back to center, drop it down, bring it forward, lay it down, and we have our Cobra Push-Ups. So remember, palms right by the ribs, pull the shoulders down, elbows in, nice and tight as we press it up in 3, 2, and 1. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release it down, press through, sit it back, and rotate it onto your booty. Just so we're already in position. Same thing if you want to pull the arms in. Whatever is going to feel best for you. Maybe placing the palms down, or the backs of the palms down, pressing lightly, taking the opposite. All right, so we have our tricep dips. Plant the palm, plant the feet, lift the hips. We go in 3, last time 2 and 1. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Press it up, sit it down, and stretch it out. Okay, so you guys get a little bit over a minute once again for your last time until we're done. We have some abs. I'm going to go over what we're doing. So just want to show you there's a weird sound going on outside and I didn't know what that was. All right. So turn me back to facing. Let's say this way. So we have what are called dead bugs. So you guys may have done these before. I hate the name. I don't hate anything, but I dislike the name very much. I don't like bugs, nor do I like dead bugs. Anyways, so what we're gonna do is extending that that right arm. We are going to bring that. So right arm, left leg, bring it in, and then tap that right knee. So left arm, right leg, bring it in, and then tap that. Whatever knee is by that palm, that's the leg that you tap. So right, it's just opposites. So right arm, left leg, bring it in, left arm, right leg, bring it in. So for these, the main thing for those abs is breathing. Breathing at the right time helps. Also, pressing that lower back down as those legs extend out, because it's going to want to arch. You press it down, okay? So make sure you press it down. That way you get as much as you can out of these ab movements. All right, so we have 10 of those. We're just going to count the arms. So the right arm, left arm, that's going to be 1. So we'll go for 10 of those. And take it slow so you don't just take it slow. Just stay on my count. We are then going to go into some reverse crunches. So you can plant the palms down. We're just going to take the feet down and out, crunching it in. Same thing with these. Press that lower back down as you crunch it in. So taking it out, press that lower back down as you crunch it in, okay? So we have those. We then have some heel reaches. Move that. All right, so we're gonna plant those feet, lifting up the shoulders and the head. We're just going to reach that left hand to as far out as you can get on that foot, and then reach over to the right. So that lower back is planted. The only thing lifted are the shoulders and the head. And we're reaching the arm. So reach, center, reach, reach, okay? Left it, or we'll go right and left. Right and left is 1, we go for 10. So 10 of everything. 10 of everything. Oh, cool. All right, so we have 3 rounds of our abs. Then we finish it out. Let's see if we can do this. We have about 15 minutes. 3 rounds. We'll get it done. I promise you that. All right, so we start out with our dead bugs first. I'm pretty sure I went over, probably got a little bit more of a rest because I like to explain. Anyways, feet up, hands by those knees. We are going to extend that right arm and left leg first. In 3, pressing that lower back down, 2, and 1. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring the knees into the chest, hug it in, rock it back and forth. Maybe take it side to side. Get crazy with it. Take it back and forth again. And we have our reverse crunches. So we bring those knees back up, palms face down. If you need to, you can always tuck the thumbs and a little bit more underneath. If not, you can take them out by the sides, but we press that lower back down as we crunch it in. So you take it out, crunching it in, but you can keep everything down. We take it out in 3, 2, and 1. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Draw the knees in, hug it, hug it, hug it. We're going to drop the heels in 3, 2, and 1. So dropping the heels down. Remember, we're going to lift up the shoulders, lift up the head, and we're going to reach that right arm first, and then the left, right and left is 1. We go for 10, and we'll go in 3, 2, and 1. So lifting up, so 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Dropping it down, you can extend those arms out, extend those legs. Maybe bring one knee in, shift it to the side. Bring it back center, extend that leg, bend the opposite one in, send it over to the other side. Just a nice little stretch. And bring it back to center. So we're on round 2. We start out with those dead bugs. Why it's called that, couldn't tell you. Probably looks like it some way, I don't know. Anyways, legs up. Palms at those knees. We have that 90-degree bend in those legs, but we're gonna take that right arm, left leg out in 3, 2, and 1. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take the knees in, hug it in nice and tight. Rock it back and forth. Maybe side to side, just massaging that lower back. All right, so we have our reverse crunches next. Taking those legs back up, planting those hands. Remember, you can tuck them under if you need, but we're gonna go for 10 in 3, 2, and 1. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring the knees in again, rock it out, take it side to side, whatever you would like. And we're going to drop those heels down in 3, 2, and 1. So dropping the heels down. Remember, we're going to lift up the head and the shoulders, reaching as far out as you can without hunching over. So you want to keep the chest open with the shoulders back. You don't want to hunch it in just to get longer. All right. So we take it to the right and then the left in 3, 2, and 1. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take those arms up above the head, extend out that left leg, and kind of shift that body, pressing through that right foot. Bring it back to center, extend that right leg, bend that left knee in, pressing through the left foot and shift it over. Just a slight shift. All right, so we have one more round, and then that is it, guys. Last round of abs. All right, so we take those knees up, palms at those knees. We extend out first with that right arm, left leg in 3, 2, and 1. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring the knees in. All right. Reverse crunches. Last time. So those knees come up. Plant those hands, whether they're underneath or by the sides, but we go in 3 for 10, 2, and 1. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Draw the knees in. Same thing. Shift it side to side, back and forth. All right, so we drop those heels down. We reach out to the right and then the left. I told you I'd find my words eventually, it just happened at the end. All right, so lifting up, we take it to the right first in 3, 2, and 1. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Taking that upper body down, extending out those arms, and then the legs just kind of stretch nice and long for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring the knees in and shift yourself to a seated position or rise it all the way up. But guys, that is it. That is our full body workout today. We got some legs, we got some upper body. We got some more upper body with some core action and some abs and all that fun stuff. All right. My braid is somehow not a braid at the top anymore. I guess that's how you know when you've been exercising. Anyway, so tomorrow we have lower body, so make sure you tune in. Other than that, it is just about 1 o'clock. So I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Go get some good lunch or whatever you're into, but just have a great day, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.